How's it going, metalheads? Welcome back to another video. Yeah, this is a type of video I haven't done in quite some time now. It's one where I comment on the news. As you guys know, I'm not big on doing, that kind of stuff like trends or what's popular at the time. But I thought this is something I kind of care about to some extent, and I thought I'd talk about it, just give you my opinion on it. So yeah, this is a recent Lambgoat article that says Megadeth's Dave Mustaine claims his guitar style influenced Slayer, Anthrax, and Metallica early on. So the top part here isn't really important. It talks about how he was in Metallica and how Kerry King was in Megadeth for a short time and how he influenced those and how he, formed Megadeth or whatever. But it talks about how he left out Anthrax. Then down at the bottom here, while speaking with Brazil's 89 FM Radio Rock, Mustaine shared, "Well, I've been very invested in the metal community. Kerry King and I played together during the two bands' early days, and I showed him how to play Megadeth songs, which was before Slayer started having all their pivotal records. Kerry and I had a really great time together, and I wrote music in Metallica, and I wrote music in Megadeth. So I've been very influential with the guitar in three of these bands. And when I met Scott Ian from Anthrax and the guys in Anthrax out in New York, the same thing happened. Their first record was very different from the record they made after they met me and the guys in Metallica. So I think that's great. I love all those bands." So I have to preface this by saying I think he puts a much more positive spin on this, and he talks about how he was just having fun with them and hanging out with them instead of just throwing his name at the bands. But I still am annoyed by the fact that he's continuing to do this. He's done it with Metallica since they kicked him out. Because he did write some of the stuff on the first couple albums, which is fair. Those are good songs that he wrote. He should get credit for those. I don't think that he needs to keep talking about it because it was almost 45 fucking years ago. Um, I think that, I think it's really cool that he was able to get kicked out of, one band that's now in the Big Four, and he was able to completely start from scratch another band that's now also in the Big Four. I think that's a really cool feat that he was able to accomplish. So I think he should, strive to be known for that rather than throwing his name at all the bands in the Big Four. Sure, you wrote some Metallica. That's really cool. Yeah, you wrote all the music in Megadeth. Also really cool. Never been the biggest Megadeth fan, so, it's not very influential to me, but it was influential to a lot of people. You're a great guitar player. I don't think Kerry King was influenced by you that much because he played like two shows with you guys. Just saying, I think you guys hung out. Same with Anthrax. I don't think that the records being different from each other was because you were, you know, hanging out with them. I think that's just because they were evolving their sound as a band, not because you're some almighty guitar god who came and showed them stuff. Like I said, he puts a more positive spin, like they were just hanging out, but he also just keeps throwing his name at these bands, and it pisses me off. Like I said, I think he should strive to be known for starting another band that's in the Big Four and not just being like I'm better than all these people, because that's what it really gives off. It gives off that I'm better than all these guys. I influenced them. They're only famous because I helped them out. I showed them what to do, and I just think that's a really arrogant, and I would want to be not known like that for sure. I would want to be known for starting another band that's really popular. But to each their own. There's a lot of different opinions about Dave. I think he's a really solid guitar player for sure. He's definitely one of the most influential thrash guitarists for sure, both with his solos and his riffs. I think he writes some really awesome riffs. I do think he's a pretty terrible vocalist, though. That's the main reason I can't get into a lot of Megadeth. There's some that I really dig, but other than that, the vocals are the main problem for me. So I think that Hetfield and Araya and Joey Belladonna can all sing him right under the table. But if we're just talking about guitar, he's super influential. But did he change the music of all four bands in the Big Four? Definitely not. So yeah, just wanted to give my opinion on this article and Dave as a whole, because I haven't really talked about him a whole lot, and I thought I would use this article as a chance to share that opinion. But yeah, with that being said, hope you're all doing well. Have a nice day. See ya.